goes. All the way live.
Oh,
Hey!
hey.
Yep, that's it.
Hey, that
So
was,
quick.
some
So
timing.
quick. That was so quick, y'all. Welcome to
Story time, story time, story time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Welcome to Story Time. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I kid you not, call my name because I'm telling you, I'm present, okay? I'm in the building. Present, okay? And you should know who she is, but if you don't, maybe you knew. I don't know. But she's none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right, y'all know we don't do that thing for ourselves, but we do it for the community. Hashtag community minded. And as always, y'all already know we're in the book of Yesha-Yahu, aka Isaiah.
Yes.
Before we dive into Isaiah, we're going to dive head first into a word of prayer. Because it's only by him that this thing going to make it, okay? It'd be real dry if we do it outside of having prayer. Father, Yah, we thank you for allowing us. Auntie, go ahead and pray. I feel like saying, let me show you. So go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I was about to go and let you do it. So
okay, because I'm actually happy because I got a different CMOS
maybe.
flavor today. All right, Father Yahuwah, thank you for letting us be together today.
Yes.
Please come in the room. You come in the room.
Please.
There's some angels in the room.
Yes.
Ruach definitely in the room. That's our
Please.
the wisdom angel in the room.
Yes.
She ain't got to look for us. We saying, let her in. We want some wisdom. Come on in, wisdom
Don't
angel.
Be shy.
Come on in. Direct us.
Yes, Father.
Direct the readers. Direct the people on the chat.
Yes,
with
Father.
all of your children who are on the chat.
Yes.
So we can all learn your word with a capital W together.
Absolutely.
We are forever yours.
Yes.
Because we ain't going back to Babylon. We ain't going back to Egypt. No. I refuse. No. Y'all can go back if you want to.
I'm not interested.
Ain't nothing there for me. I keep learning that every day. Ain't nothing there for me.
Nothing.
Just nothing. It's just wicked demon stuff. So bless us, Yahuwah.
Yes, Father.
And keep us.
Yes. Give us your understanding.
Give us your understanding. In the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Come on. You come in the room too.
Yes.
Redeemer with a capital R.
Yes, please. Please. As always, y'all know. Thank you, Father. Yes. As always, y'all, we're going to go into a word of a scripture, not into a word. But we're just going to go to Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah, and in his Torah he meditates day and night. I add a blessing to the hearer of his word and doers as well. We don't want you to just be hearers, and we want you to do it too as well.
That's what we meant. Their delight is in the Torah. If your delight is not in the Torah, you're not going to make it.
Absolutely.
You don't even want to come with us if your delight is not in the Torah. So
we get it too.
Go on with the motherfuckers.
We was on the other side. We get it. We get it. Like always, y'all, for those that are new to story time, listen, you're going to be able to hear, you're going to hear things that you're not really used to. And don't worry, it's not you, it's us, okay? It's because we're not reading from your normal King James Bible or your English version Bible. We're reading from the Sefer. So you can get you one on sefer.net. Be sure to use your storytime discount. Please remember that the O in the word story is actually a 0. And the E in the word time is actually a 3. As a reminder to going back to the covenant. Because we know that blessings aren't always tangible, okay?
Blessings. Sorry, I forgot to put my shirt on.
It's okay, it's black. It blended. They didn't know. Just simply it's a small reminder that if you have air in your body, you are blessed.
Yes.
Okay. If you can do what I just did, you're blessed. Okay. You don't need that 7-bedroom home to be declared as blessed.
Yeah, no.
You're alive here. Okay.
Yes.
Auntie Shelly on the beat. Go ahead and give the people a recap where we leave off at.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think we're definitely in Yesha-Yahu.
Absolutely, we're there.
I believe we are on 51 and 21, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody,
I know, because I remember last time there was a.
Because did you do therefore here now this?
Well, listen.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I know this. Yesha-Yahu is laying down that prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see how it applies to today. We can see which part applied to the children of Yisrael while he was alive. Mm-hmm. And we can see how it's going on into the future where we are. And we know this because if we've been studying our history or listening to Pastor Wilkins, you would know. But some of it is just you should know just because you read your scriptures. That this has already happened. We know what's gonna happen, some of the stuff because it's in here.
Yeah.
And then we know what's going on today. So, and I really cannot remember.
We're on 52, chapter 52.
Oh, we are on 52.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. Okay, yeah, let's just do 52.
And let me see.
And remember, Yahweh was trying to explain to them, or through Yesha-Yahu, that don't go with all these other gods. That, small e Elohims, don't go with them. I'm the creator.
Yes. Everything
comes from me. I'm the covenant keeper. I'm your redeemer. There is no other savior. None. Don't do it.
Don't do it. All right. So 52. So y'all can turn to your Bible or your apps and go to chapter 52 in Yesha-Yahu, a.k.a. Isaiah, a.k.a. Izzy, okay? I just feel like he would have had that nickname. Anyway, awake, okay? Awake, awake. Put on your strength, O Zion. Put on your beautiful garments, O Yerushalayim, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no longer come into you the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake yourself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Yerushalayim. Loosen yourself from the bands of your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus says Yahuwah, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. For thus says Adonai Yahuwah, my people went down aforetime into Mitzrayim to sojourn there, and Asher oppressed them without cause. Now therefore, what have I here, says Yahuwah, that my people are taken away for naught? They that rule over them make them to howl, says Yahuwah, and my name continually every day is blasphemed. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he who speaks. Behold, it is I.
Yes. So now we know this is going to be a later time because they've already been in and out of Mitzrayim or Egypt. And I was trying to remember Moray was telling us what Mitzrayim means. I think it means dire straits.
Yes.
I hope he's on.
Yes, it's dire straits.
Yeah, so they're going into dire straits. And I really do. I'm just believing more and more. Because remember I was saying, I think we're in Egypt. Because Yahuwah says, or in Mitzrayim. Because Yahuwah means what he says and says what he means. Like, I get Babylon is a system we're supposed to come out of, but Mitzrayim is a place where we're the place where we were going to be oppressed. And remember I was asking myself that question, and then it's just been too many things that have been coming to like as if I wasn't the only one who was asking that question. Like they're fine. Well, I'm not even gonna say they find, and that stuff been there. They've been guarding that stuff, like in the Grand Canyon. Like it's only certain places that let you go in the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is the desert, which means it's hot. That's Mitzrayim. They got that the Mississippi River that go all the way down here. They finding all those pyramids, all those sphinx, all that stuff, all up in that desert. And then I was looking at lately, and I meant to go back and kind of look at all of, but I didn't get a chance today. They were talking about, everyone's heard of the Louisiana Purchase. I think it's called the Louisiana Purchase.
I haven't heard of that.
When you were in school. Have you ever heard of the Louisiana Purchase?
April,
I think it's called
the
Louisiana Purchase.
Have you heard of Louisiana Purchase?
Didn't I pass that class?
It was in history.
Listen, we didn't teach our
Y'all
history.
didn't pay attention.
No, we didn't. It wasn't taught.
I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I don't think that was taught.
Really, the Louisiana Purchase?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I know. I would know.
So, I think it was I want to say it was in 1904, but it could have been some other time. I want to say it was in 1904 though. And so they went back. Someone got a map of one of us, got a hold to one of their maps. And first of all, on that map, it has a real compass. South, north, east, west. It's plain as day. And it's showing what the Louisiana Purchase. We just assume it's Louisiana because it says it's the Louisiana Purchase. But it's actually this whole landmass that includes Britain and China. And they just little countries. Like, they switched everything around.
Can I just tell you that my sister from another mister is on. Hey, Mel. Listen, can I just tell you, we was talking about this today. Like, and I was thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy because we was literally talking about maps. She's like, and we was talking about this and how possibly United States could be Mitzrayim, or
it is. Some of it is, and some of it is Morocco.
And it's crazy because here's the thing: because when you think about how we're not like how our sister, and I know she can't be in the chat, but when my sister Day, she went to Africa, the continent. I'll say continent, and they told her to turn down your blinds. When they were going over the land, they told her, which she paid tickets to be on this flight, to now close the window seat. Now close your blinds because you're going over the land. Why? What is it about this that you don't want me to see? Because you're going to see how close you really are. And if you think about it, how you always say America is a corporation, just like we don't have an identity. America literally cannot say they are or is a land.
It's not
you know
a
what I'm saying? It's not a land.
It belongs to Morocco, and that's why most of it belongs to Morocco, and that's why the Moors can do what they want, because they say this
is our land.
We don't work for the United States corporation, so therefore you police have no jurisdiction over us, because police are just they're there to protect the interests of the corporation. When they say to protect and serve, they're not talking about us. They're talking about the corporation. I'm here to protect and serve the corporation. But when you do that, like with the map, it gives a whole nother thing. Like Mitzrayim was the desert. Remember, they were in the desert. And remember, Mitzrayim and our land wasn't that far apart. Remember, he had them go the long way around.
Right.
But he said they could have just went right there. 3 days they was there in their land.
In their land.
It is not far away.
Wow.
They went to go digging all these canals and changing things and the Louisiana Purchase really ain't got nothing to do with Louisiana.
Wow.
I mean, to do when it don't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
it's to throw us all off, right?
It's to throw us all off.
And even in our maps are all like jacked up.
Compasses, everything.
I mean, it's the land of confusion.
Yes.
So why would they get it? Why would they hand us a map with everything?
Yes.
That'd be too much like right.
And that's why they took out all these books. They was like, they're gonna figure it out.
They're gonna figure it out.
And that's what happened. We start reading these books like, wait, what? And it never really says. It says Mitzrayim.
Yes.
Y'all told us it was Egypt. And
absolutely.
Then you put a Egypt somewhere saying it's over here, and then you make sure you stuck the promised land next to where them Ashkenazis are. Y'all just lied.
Absolutely.
You just lied.
Oh wow. And listen, he kicks off 52 with awake. Now listen, there's a choice. Because I promise you, in this land, it is so soothing, right? It's soothing. It's comfortable when you sleep,
Mm-hmm.
when you're daydreaming. But it takes a lot of effort to wake yourself up.
Yes.
It's a lot of re-educating and throwing away some junk and being okay with it. Our little sister Melissa says, sleight of hand. Absolutely. Yes. Auntie Kim, she says, Amelia Earnhardt went missing after going around the world. She say the truth. Oh, yeah.
She saw it probably. And wasn't she one of us?
Yeah, I believe
she definitely was. Yep,
was.
she was just gone.
Because
she saw it. You wasn't supposed to see that.
You weren't supposed to. And that's why they heavy. And we talked about this. Oh, my goodness. We talked about different lands being guarded. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, wow.
Remember that whole thing that we said, I like the Bermuda Triangle? No.
Yeah, she saw the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Bermuda Triangle just means you saw too much and we had to get rid of you.
Yep.
We either blasted you out the sky and you disappeared, or whatever it is we did, we made you disappear. Everybody just disappearing.
Listen, they're guarding, okay?
They are guarding.
They're doing exactly what we're supposed to do for the kingdom. All right, 4. For thus says Adonai Yahuwah, my people went down a fort. Nope, I read that. I'm at the 7.
Yeah,
I was making sure you guys were listening. Good job. Okay. 7. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that brings the Basora, aka good news or gospel, that publishes peace, that brings good news of good, that publishes salvation. Or there's that Yeshua, but we told you guys, when you see a lowercase y, that's salvation. That says unto Zion, your Elohim reigns. Your watchmen shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye, when Yahuwah shall bring again Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Yerushalayim. For Yahuwah has comforted his people. He has redeemed Yerushalayim. Yahuwah has made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations and all the ends, not rounds, of the earth. I'm going to come for it every time. Shall see the salvation or Yeshua of our Elohim. Depart, go ye out from thence. Touch no unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her. Be ye clean, that bear the vessels of Yahuwah. For ye shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight. For Yahuwah will go before you, and the Elohai of Yasharel will be your rearward. Wow.
So Yahuwah gonna be in the front. This battle. He gonna be in your front. Yasharel in the back. We going. Let's roll.
And when did we see that? When they were doing the Levitical priesthood time, when they lined up all the tribes. Judah was the forefront
because he needs praise.
They need the praise to go forth. But who was in the back? Who was in the back for the battle?
I can't remember. I want to say Simeon, but I don't think it was him.
Simeon was close.
I think it was one of the
Simeon was gathered.
Yeah, because he's a warrior. Yeah. But
so
I can't remember, but yeah,
it was.
Was it one of the ones that run fast?
Naphtali. The tribe of Naphtali was there. But I think my point was like for battle, like don't worry, like Yahuwah's gonna be first, but we're also gonna be like I don't know how to explain this. Oh, my mind's going to draw on the plane, so I'm just gonna.
We're gonna do our part,
right? I'm not gonna make it seem like something today. I can't draw.
We're gonna do whatever our assignment is. We're gonna be there to do it.
Yes, that too. But listen. Nor go by flight.
Yeah.
How is something talking about a flight? When we talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like technology is not new.
It's not.
And remember the fallen angels taught all of this stuff.
Hieroglyphs, they got helicopters on there.
Technology is not new. But this world wants us to think, oh, they got to know this. That stuff wasn't new. Y'all got to remember the fallen angels taught our people useless stuff.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, like, always ask the Most High to go before you. Okay? I always tell him, Father, you meet me there first. Meet me there.
Yep. Because he said you're not going out with haste or by flag. Because remember, Pharaoh tried to get Moshe, get out of here right now. Moshe said, no, it's dark.
Yes.
We're not sneaking out of here. We are walking out in broad daylight.
Absolutely.
You gonna see, everybody gonna see.
Because you ain't gonna lie on us.
Right. We ain't
we
talking about we
something,
snuck out.
No.
We ain't the ones.
We have to add, and that's the thing, because again, when you say about, like, I'm gonna let it go, y'all. I promise y'all I am. But we also, like, y'all gotta think how this system works. Through trickery, through sorcery, through fear mongering. So when we like gather that stuff and we digest that, we don't think to say, Father, go before us.
Right.
So, relax, calm down. Don't worry, you ain't gonna, no. I'm gonna go before you and I'm gonna bring you, you're gonna come after. That's why it's so important to make sure that you always have them at the forefront.
And also I noticed, look at verse 7, how it says, how beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that brings the Basora, that publishes peace and brings good news of good. Basora's God. We've been taught to think that's death, burial,
and resurrection.
Here is talking about salvation. The good news is we are going to be restored. That's the good news. And yes, it is because of Mashiach and what he did, because we've been redeemed. But that ain't. How somebody being nailed to a tree or hung from a tree? Good news. That's not good news.
In fact, Peter even tried to say, be it far from me. As my dad was saying, he was like, Peter, Father, be it far from me. Whatever. I'd be like, Dad, why do you make him sound that way? But I know that's just Dad, right? But it was not good news. And the fact that Yahusha rebuked them, because it's like, wait, you're going against the kingdom. You're going against what's need to be restored. No. Y'all got a kingdom that's been split up. Y'all got to understand that. The kingdom has been split. So the good news is bringing them kingdoms together. Now that is good news.
And that's going back to our land, singing and all that.
Listen, that brings me to joy.
The good news.
Now I feel good about that. And when you tell me I'm about to be nailed to a tree, I'm about to be crucified, that's not going to bring
Who was over there celebrating? Nobody.
Nobody. In fact, it was
not even Hasatan was celebrating, because he knew, oh man.
Yep.
Nobody celebrated that. Sheol wasn't celebrating.
No, that was not good news. Okay, the death, burial, and resurrection was not good news. But if you tell me that my people are going to be restored, that the kingdom of Yah is about to be restored, now that is good news.
Yeah, ask Adam and Cool, what's the good news? The good news is my Redeemer came and got me and brought me back.
Absolutely.
To where I was. That's good news.
To my proper state.
I'm not happy that he had to die.
He brought me back to my proper order.
Yes. That's what I've been waiting. That was my
the order of the kingdom.
Yes. That's the good news.
And keep in mind, Yeshua ain't hit the scene yet. So it can't be good news right here in Isaiah.
No.
The death, burial, and resurrection, because he ain't hit the scene.
Ain't hit the scene, so you know that ain't.
That can't be the good news, y'all.
You're talking about that.
Restoration.
Restoration, salvation. Like, yes.
All right. So just like, listen, don't let them trick you. Okay. We work in the world, in the system of trickery.
Yeah, because they get you to stop right there. But that's all we need.
That's all we need.
We got Jesus. That's enough. Got death, burial, resurrection.
Listen, and Kirk Franklin, he said, as long as your blood was red, if you stay there, you miss it.
You miss the whole
You can't stop at the blood being red. You miss it.
And we stop right there.
Right there.
We stop right there.
Don't let them sing your eyes shut.
It's other stuff.
Don't let him lullaby you to sleep, okay? Yeah. Exactly. All right, let's get into these comments. Auntie Kim, she says, how do you think, you're gonna have to help me out, Auntie, I know you be, how do you think they know? Oh yes, you're right. How do you think, I know you be typing fast, how do you think they knew how to build a plane? They found the original. They had to figure it out. Absolutely. Technology been here. Y'all know it. Auntie Melly Mel, she says, these are my eyes listening to this lesson. I got big eyes. I grew into them.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right. She said, thank you for the excellent study. To y'all be the glory, I tell you that. And then my little sis Mel, she says they were given the knowledge from the Nephilim, according to Enoch. Listen, this girl loves
It's been
Enoch.
here. It's
Absolutely.
been here.
No. Auntie, listen, Auntie Kim, don't worry about it. Listen, we'll figure this out. I know this ain't you. I know sometimes when you text, you got to get your thoughts out.
We figured out.
I know you ain't slow, girl. And even if you were, I'm slow too. So I feel a familiar spirit. You know? All right, let's get into it. Where are we? Behold, 13, right? Behold, my servant, capital S. Yes. You know, we like to put emphasis on things that need to be emphasized. Yeah. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. As many were astonished at you. His visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So shall he sprinkle many nations. The king shall shut their mouths, at him. For that which had not been told, them shall they see. And that which they had not heard, shall they consider.
So it's going to be something totally unexpected from the nation. They're going to be like, wait, this is not what we was told.
Yes.
They're going to be like, Sheol, dude.
How did he get here?
This ain't what you told me. This is not what you told me.
Yep.
And they're going to have to go to Mr. Old Lucifer again. Yes. Like, dude, this ain't what you told us.
You lied.
You didn't tell us this.
And listen, we always we be making references. Where she's getting that reference from is from, like, I think I'm going to say
that was
Pilate.
Was it Pilate?
That was Pilate. That was because Pilate was telling the story.
I don't know which one it was. I just know it was one of them. When Sheol said, look, dude.
Yeah. Okay. It was in the story of Pilate.
I think it was because that's when he went down, grabbed them, and the witnesses, they was talking about the ones that came out the grave. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's what she's making references at.
Yes, Sheol got tricked.
He was hot.
Yeah, we said like you lied to.
Yes. D. Wayne, he hit the scene. Good to see you, cousin. He says, remember those giants were huge, building pyramids all over the world because they were taught by the Watchers. Absolutely.
Yep.
They sure were.
Yep.
All right, let's go on to chapter 53. Who has believed our report? ? And to whom is the arm of Yahuwah revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant and as a root out of a dry ground. He has no form, no comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrow and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Listen, who do y'all think is being mentioned right now?
Right.
You ain't got to go to Lowe's and climb up the ladder.
You sure don't.
Because if you think about it, you already know it. Who do you think he's mentioning right now? Who prophesying like, come on, y'all. There's a scripture that says, what is this scripture that talks about he became us? Look at that. Oh, listen. She is funny. Listen, that is so funny, y'all. My little niece is talking to her auntie, and she went out and said, you got to call me later.
She don't know how loud
she don't know how loud she is. He became us. Hold on. Scripture.
Is it in here?
It ain't. It ain't in there. It is. Oh no. It's let me see. I want to say St. Corinthians. No, it ain't in. He became us. Matthew 20. No. He became like us. There's a scripture here that I want. I don't know if it's Matthew. Yes. Hebrews. Thank you, Dad. It's in Hebrews. But it definitely says the same thing. So in Hebrews.
So basically it's him and us.
No, it's basically, no. So it's basically mentioning that Yahushua will walk the same plans
okay, gotcha.
that we did. So just like we were despised and people we have
and rejected
and stuff like that. He literally went through everything that we did.
Yes.
His own didn't receive him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So he really just walked everything that we will go through. He literally became us. You understand? And in here it's saying the same thing. Here, like, so when we say like, well, you know, when it says like, when we're like, well, he can't, you know, I don't know if he understands. No, he understands. He knows exactly how you feel because he walked it.
Yep.
He lived it.
Yep. Even down to when it says like, he has no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. They used to call us ugly. Yeah. Yeah. They still do. I mean, they still try to call us monkeys.
Yeah, they do. They do say we come from. And then when you say like this, and as you have, go ahead.
You know, I was going to also say like a lot of people sometimes detach themselves from that because they feel like since he was who he was, the Messiah, then they felt like, oh well, he is who he is, so he can go through that and not feel what we feel. But what we fail to realize is, even though he was who he was, he came down here for a specific purpose to put himself in our shoes and live how we live, to be a blueprint so we can watch him live this whole thing out, knowing that if he can do that, then we can do the same thing.
He felt it.
Yeah.
Yes. He felt
everything that we felt. He had the same thoughts we have. But throughout his life, he showed us how to overcome those things that we were going through every day.
Absolutely. And we'll go through. Absolutely. That's why the angels couldn't recognize Yahweh when he was coming down the different levels of heaven. Yes, absolutely. And he's referring to the ascension of Isaiah. Cousin Jane says, "Speak, Abram, my Hebrew brother." All right, go ahead, root. All right. As a root of, and then listen, as a root out of a dry ground. I just want to say, like, just point out the significance because all that he was, and here he comes out of a root out of a dry ground. Why dry? Why a ground where people are trumbled under, stumped on? The ground isn't looked at something like oh, shiny or something like that.
Especially if it's dry ground.
Especially if it's dry ground.
Out, like, what is that?
The significance of it, right?
Yeah.
And all that he was, right? He didn't have to come out of the root of anything.
Yeah.
He could have just came. He could have just all of his glory.
Right. Just like Yahuwah came.
It's coming from the bottom, right? So here you see the transition from us coming from the bottom. We are despised as the most people of the world. If you ask a different nation if they want to walk in our shoes, they'll definitely tell you no.
They'll all tell you no.
They'll tell you no. Because even they recognize that the African Americans are being treated differently than them. Right? Go ahead, Abram.
I was going to say too, like, for me, like, it's significant because when you think about the ground, especially like back in those days, 9 times out of 10 it was dirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And dirt is soil. Usually there's life in that.
In there, yep.
But when it's dried out, there's no life.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But even then, he was still able
to
come out.
Absolutely.
Okay, come on,
sir. Come on. Let me go into Hebrews. Thank you, Dad, so much. Yes.
Okay.
Let me go into Hebrews 7:26 because it's so important, you guys, to just kind of tie these scriptures and read it within context. It says, "For such a high priest," and you all know that Yahushua was our high priest. He is our high priest. For such a high priest became us.
Yes.
Okay. Who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separated from sinners, and made higher than the heavens.
He became us.
He became us. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, that's a book, and I already know. Don't worry, I'm working on it. Little by little. All right.
That was good.
Let's see. And where are we?
I think we're on 4. Yes.
Surely he has borne our griefs. Keep in mind what we just read in Hebrews 7:26. Okay. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrow. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Elohim, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Our little sis Melissa, she says, the root out of dry ground. Yahusha's the seed that bruises the serpent's head. Come on, man. Yes.
Yeah, my notes. Well, he went through what we went through.
Yes. And are going through.
Yes, and are going through. Yes.
Absolutely. And even as the people, and the crazy thing is the people that are engrafted and, receive this heritage, they get treated the same. Because they start seeing his image. Oh, you one of them. You the follower of the way.
Yeah.
You believe in the Torah.
Mm-hmm.
You get treated the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I said, like, yes, it's bloodline, it's covenant. Once you really do what Ruth did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We all look the same. Because we bear his image. His
Yes.
image is being shown throughout this earth.
Yeah. Yeah. And people need to stop using that, and with his stripes we are healed. To think that's talking about all your sicknesses, and that's all you think of it as. We talking about healing a nation.
A nation, not an individual person.
Yes, we're talking about a whole nation being restored.
Yes.
Back to what we were supposed to be in the first place.
Absolutely, its original intent.
Yeah.
Auntie Kim says, right. This is why we have to stop with it's too hard to follow the word. Yes. And we overthink it instead of reading and understanding the word for ourselves. It's life. Yes. And we're supposed to learn from the word. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It is.
Yep.
From the learn and mistakes from the we're supposed to learn from the mistakes of our ancestors and do better.
That's why it's here.
It's here. It's not and you know what? I was telling my nephew today, my brother had passed on, and he was like, I hope this would be the day that he passed. But he was saying in his Facebook.
What, the one you just saw?
No. I had he passed away years and years ago. Not to diminish his passing, but here's my point, you guys. Mm-hmm. That he said, I hope that you're proud of me. And I said, as a parent, you've learned from your father's mistakes, and you did none of what your father fell into. Mm-hmm. Of course he is. Good. He is proud of you because you didn't make the same mistakes. As a parent, I will want my child to don't make the same mistakes I made. Do better. Yeah. And I'm like, you are putting out the image that your father wanted to become, but couldn't.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all we can hope for our children is to learn from the mistakes of our ancestors and carry Torah within our heart and willingly, because he said a willing heart.
Yes.
Not being made to do it, because otherwise you might as well just go back.
Yeah. You might as well.
You might as well go back if you feel, I'm only doing it because.
Me too.
Listen, just.
Yeah.
Listen, he said willing heart. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 6. And 6. And we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and Yahuwah has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Listen, here's the thing that we miss out. He said, and we like sheep. We're not sheep. You know what I'm saying? But we're like it that's gone astray. Like if we follow Torah, we still be sheep, but we wouldn't go astray. But because we're like sheep that's gone astray, he had to bear this because
he said, all of us, we know all of us have done something. All of us have sinned. Yeah. All we like sheep.
And we turn to our own way. As individuals.
We was all out there lost, and he had to come get us.
Absolutely. Y'all seen it. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death. Because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Again, Yahushua, this is a foretelling. Yes. This is what's going to happen. Now, it had happened. Now we're waiting for him to come back.
Yep.
In which he is on his way.
Yep.
But at the time, they didn't know this. So this was hope.
Yep.
To the hopeless.
Yeah, I have my notes right that this is a picture of Judah because we had no voice. We had no say-so in all this stuff that happened. I mean, other than the fact that we were disobedient and had to get carried away. But I mean, because remember, they went overboard.
Absolutely.
Where we are now in Mitzrayim, they went overboard. Just like they went overboard the first time they was in Mitzrayim.
Yes.
You did too much.
And so when you say that, that makes sense because it is a picture. And again, we talk about the dual purposes of the scriptures, how we think, oh, it can mean one thing, but then it also means something over here, right? Because we as the descendants, we can see like, wow, we are oppressed.
We can look back and see.
And that's why he was our high priest. And because he died willingly for something that he didn't do, we now can be restored. We now can be restored into our proper places. And the crazy thing is, through this restoration, the whole world, flat world, experiences peace. Y'all know that this is an evil world when it don't want peace.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Listen, you just want to do
you
evil.
Want murder in here? You want darkness. Kidnapping? You want all of this stuff?
Because you the ones doing it.
Let me see. No, you keep typing. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. All right, Auntie Melody, she says, Auntie Kim, she says his sheep should know his voice. Absolutely. Auntie Linda says, funny, the church taught Bible basic instruction before leaving the earth, but won't serve the word. Absolutely.
Yes.
Won't give you the truth. Absolutely. And don't think they don't know it.
And the weird thing is, what do you mean before leaving earth? Remember, New Jerusalem is coming down. It's coming down. Because the earth was built for us.
Absolutely.
This is where we're supposed to live. So he gonna just do the whole renew it and put it back like it was supposed to be. Holy city coming down.
It does say that.
So even when you think, and we never really, because we were told so much stuff that it was right in front of our face,
hidden in plain sight.
We didn't even see it. It is coming down.
It's coming down. That's crazy.
All them, the pearly gates, the 12, it's coming down.
All of it. It's
right here.
Beautiful picture. Beautiful, beautiful.
We're going to have access like we were supposed to be.
Absolutely.
But it's coming down. Your dwelling place.
Absolutely. Yet it pleased Yahuwah to bruise him. He has put him to grief. When you shall make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days. And the pleasure of Yahuwah shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant, capital S, justify many. For he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong. Because he has poured out his soul unto death. And he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bore the sins of many and made intercession for the transgressors. He's
numbered with the criminals, but he's making intercession for the criminals.
Listen. There's so much going on in this short paragraph that is like blowing me in my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like he did all of this for us. Because remember, he came down through all them layers. He was at number 7.
He was at the right side.
It ain't nothing higher. He had number 7. He come all the way down, little by little, letting go of himself.
Yep.
Until he got here, he even had to pass through the chaotic angels.
Yes.
Up there fighting and carrying on.
Absolutely.
Just to come down here and do this for us. Because he's like, I got to do it.
And it pleased the father.
Yeah, it pleased the father to do this. He said, "Okay, you go. Okay."
And we were told that while on a tree or stake, the father had to look away when he said, my Yah, why did you? But it said right here, it pleased him. Why would he be ashamed and look away? Anywho, Cousin James says Revelations 21 speaks about the New Jerusalem coming down from heaven like a bride adorned for her husband.
Yes.
That's right. Didn't say we were going up there. It said it's coming down.
Because this is where
talk about that environment
renewed,
that was.
Yes. Renewed heaven and earth. And remember, the
circumspect.
With a
come
space.
on, Dad. You got that.
Circumspect.
No.
It wasn't it. That wasn't the word.
No, it was
something. It was basically the environment. Something.
Yes. It's the airspace. What it really meant.
Yes, the air.
Circumvent.
No, I'm not gonna get tripped up on it because I'm waiting for Dad fingers
a little
to
bit
type.
like that.
It was a little bit, Auntie Kim says yes. Folks keep running to the continent to escape, not fully understanding that just about every part of this world played a part in our punishment. Stay still. Your faith He will protect. Absolutely.
Yes.
And we talked about that.
You could be running to the wrong place.
In fact, He says, "No man shall redeem you."
Yes.
So if you think about no man, think about no land. Think about no land gonna redeem you. Go ahead, babe.
And then too, people forget that at the beginning, when Adam disobeyed the Most High,
what did he do?
He gave all his rights, everything over the Hasatan.
Yes.
Which made Hasatan the prince of the power of the air. And over this whole earth. Until Mashiach comes back.
And took it back.
So ain't no land down here safe until
none.
Yahushua come back.
Yes.
There's not a place you can run to.
Nowhere. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. I'm sorry. That's why David was like, where can I go? You never heard that song?
Maybe it's a different tone. Okay. That's why.
You may never heard. That's why David has said, where can I go to flee your presence? There's nowhere on earth. He said, even if I go down to Sheol, it's not hidden from you. There is no hiding place.
I think once I understood that, because listen, I was there. Listen, come on, passport. I had it. Went to go get that thing. But once you realize, like, wait a minute, the people out there in the continent still getting treated like I'm getting treated.
And our own people out there know we from out here, so they upcharge
and
us
then,
more
and they exploit us.
That's the Hamites, though.
But you know what I'm saying? But we still get exploited.
Yes,
you know
we
what I'm saying? There's still going to be some exploitation no matter where you go because it's been already said.
Yes, because I was looking at this thing that Thoughts Camera actually did. And one of the guys on there was from the continent, and he was talking to another guy. They was like being interviewed, and he was saying the year of return was a hoax. He said, because if we really wanted you to return, he said, and he was trying to tell them that if we really want them to return, why are we making them pay?
Yes.
Why are we making them pay for visas? Why isn't it called instead of the year of return, why isn't it called the year of reaffirmation or something like that? He was like, don't get fooled by the year of return. That's just a bunch of them Hamites. Because remember when we really, really said, let's research this, and we found out we couldn't even get jobs.
Yes, you couldn't even get jobs.
They wasn't even going to let us work. We was going to go down there with our American money, spend it all. It was going to be gone, and they wasn't even going to employ us.
Because you wasn't a citizen till what, a year?
Yeah, you had to wait.
You had to be there over 6 months to even work in the continent of Africa.
And then there were certain jobs you couldn't even have.
Yep. Like,
remember Tamar couldn't even be a hairdresser.
She couldn't be a hairdresser, absolutely. Because you're not a citizen of that place.
Yeah.
So what were you going to do? Be
just
on the
take
street,
our money.
panhandling. It's crazy. They want Africa to agree to be colonized.
Yeah, well,
Africa is colonized.
But they just now starting to realize it, especially the real us.
Yeah, they are
starting to realize it.
That no more.
The Hamites are still trying to wipe us out.
Didn't you say that they just kicked France out?
I think it was.
Auntie Linda
no, I think it was Nashan because it was news to me. I didn't even know. But yeah, they're starting to kick people out.
Different countries they need to kick China
trying
out.
to go. Yeah, I think China gonna be next. Because they're trying to go there because their country is being destroyed.
Yes, right now. Absolutely.
It is judgments hitting them like crazy.
China is being flooded.
And China ain't that big.
No. And China was actually a part of the continent. Y'all got to understand that they broke this stuff up to fit their agenda, to fit their narrative.
Yeah.
Like there's no
China
such thing.
was in the Louisiana Purchase.
Wow.
It was Great Britain. It was, and they was like, I was like, that little old space.
It's crazy. They fit this stuff up like Middle East. There's no such term of Middle East. It was all the continent, right? Go ahead, love.
I was about to say, but like they had to do that to fit their narrative, right?
Yes.
You know how like they always told us who was a minority.
Yep.
Like you said, China at one point was a part of Africa. It was other places that was a part of Africa, but then once you scatter our people around, and they go to these different other places, and as generations go by, they only know of that place.
Yes,
exactly.
And you tell them, oh, well, it's not a lot of y'all, so
yes.
Yes. But we're gonna make it seem.
We're gonna make it. Yes. Dad says France is out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And start a war with them as well. They this wicked elites, these that run this system is just completely ruled by Hasatan.
Yes.
And have access to all of his powers. And they have made Cousin James had actually called us and was like, I couldn't get it on the chat, but he was saying like some of these elites have covenants with these demonic forces.
Most
like
definitely.
Simpsons and stuff, being able, everybody be searching the Simpsons, like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Because Simpsons foretell.
Yeah,
but that's because the creators of Simpsons, they have
a direct line with.
So some of these people have covenants, a direct line to this kind of evil, and it's just it's crazy that people think, well, it can't, y'all just being too deep.
Yeah,
you're a conspiracy theorist. Is like, what?
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy till it happened.
Until it happened, and then it's like, oh, that was a coincidence.
Maybe. And there's too many coincidences with the Simpsons. Now people are starting to say, okay, well, maybe.
But ain't nobody asked the Simpsons what they tied to.
No.
We know they know something, but ain't nobody questioning what is the Simpsons.
Ain't nobody. Because they're in it too. They in covenant with them.
They're in covenant. I mean, it's their.
That's ridiculous.
Listen, like
it's
my husband said, it's the whole, it's everything, right? Yes, absolutely. But it's that handing over the keys. But thank that when the son died on our behalf, he got the keys.
Yes.
And so we are no longer. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to live in a state of oppression because Yahushua or fear because he is our freedom. He said the truth will set you free, will make you free.
And I think that's the part people don't get. They think, like even now, I do not consider myself in bondage because I know the truth. Yes. I'm free. Y'all can do what y'all want to do, and I'm free. I'm just waiting for him to come get me and tell me where to go.
Absolutely.
I'm free. I'm not with you.
I feel that way too because listen, you now know how to respond. When you are in truth, you no longer respond from a place of flesh. And your spirit cannot be manipulated because you're tying what they have been doing to the scripture. You're like, oh, they didn't already did this.
Yeah, that's old.
This is old.
That's written down.
So now you're like, oh, well, Father, you got that. Like they cannot manipulate your emotions anymore because you see the weapons, right? No weapons formed against you shall prosper. It can't prosper because I can see it. And now that you want to weaponize me, I'm not allowing that to happen.
Yeah. And you're trying to put all this fear in me. And I'm not
taking the jabby jab.
Do what you do.
We're not doing this. South Park had nuggets as well. Absolutely. They sure did. They all have covenants with these evil entities. I will say that. All right. Let's see. Cousin Jay said it's an agreement with Satan, and just like what he offered Yahusha, they said yes, absolutely.
Yes, they said
should have told Satan to get behind me. Oh well, they'll find out unless they change their minds and agree with Yah.
Yep.
Because
he took them on a high hill and offered them stuff, and they said yes.
I'll take it. And many people that have gone that way have said yes. We have get off. They get offered.
Yes. And then he had you out there looking like a fool.
After when he's done with you.
I seen this picture. What's the guy's name? Drake. Y'all see the one he had the little ponytail. What possesses you to say yes to that?
It's an agenda, but he's already said it yes the whole time.
Yeah, like, is there not a point where you go just nah?
Unless you want to lose your life.
Yeah,
but
when your money it'd be worth it. It would be worth it, but he don't see it like that.
Because he already his ties is to
the money. Because he done Hassan already showed him the kingdoms of the world.
And the image and all that. I will give you all of
some of this money and you can live here and
I will give you all of this. And I mean,
and has everybody else thinking we're poor.
Yep. But when you know
we're the ones who's rich and you're poor.
Exactly. It just, listen.
It's the whole okie doke.
It's the whole, let me focus let me get your mind on tangible things.
Yes.
So you can equate the tangible things for the blessing.
Yep. Say that's wealth.
And
that is not wealth.
And someone was telling me today that the dollar, I think my girls was saying like the dollar, China just dropped the dollar completely.
That's like 5 or 6 countries that
dropped the dollar. Yeah.
That's why they're moving all this money. Everybody told you they changed my bank to a Canadian bank.
Yes, they did.
They're getting they robbing the U.S. literally. Taking that money to money that ain't money because now that's a way they can, because see now we're finding out about the laws that are here and things we could do, and they're saying, oh no, they're finding out about this.
Too much.
They ain't scared. They not getting scared of these taxes anymore. That's why they trying to put that Fed now in the money.
Yes.
And trying to scare people because they like, they ain't even scared of us no more.
No.
Talking about arming the Fed. Like, what you arming the IRS for? That means that's an army. Okay, well, okay. So what y'all want to fight? Y'all want a war? Like, why would you have to do that if you was legit? Because we don't really owe you money.
Because you don't owe it. Yep, you don't owe.
We don't owe you money.
And they just
you owe us.
They just a mob. That's all they doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money they killed for is worthless. Absolutely. And the money that they sold their soul to, it's worthless.
It's worth it. Them houses and jewelry, all
of that. It's only for a time. And that's the thing. Hasatan don't have them. Of course, he shows you a little bit of truth, but then the rest of it is massive lies, right? But he has you focus on the good. Like, oh yeah, but you can, provide for your family. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can do good in your community. The whole time you didn't sold your soul for eternity.
Yes.
You get your mind off of the eternity and he focused your mind on the now and what all you can do right now. Yes. But meanwhile, your soul is gone for eternity. You have to spend eternity somewhere.
Yes. Yep.
And it used to be some teaching on eternity. Now you don't hear nothing about eternity. It's almost like it didn't exist anymore. Nobody's preaching on eternity where your soul will spend. Where you gonna spend your soul?
There's so much fluff in church now.
It's so much. Yeah, everything is welcomed.
It's a shame.
And this considered to be a hate speech. You know. Auntie Melly Mel says the Most High keeps his covenant with his people, but Hasatan will tell his people in the end, psych.
Exactly.
Yep. You thought.
Oh, you thought you was getting cookies. Oh. And remember, I think he told that to Kawhi or somebody. He said, "What you thought?"
I already told her, yeah.
You thought I told you the truth?
Yeah, he did. In Adam, the book of Adam and Eve. He sure did.
Yeah, lied.
He said, "You thought I was going to tell you the truth? I'm a servant."
He goes like, "Who you thought I was?"
Yeah. I mean, I've been showing myself this whole time. If you believe me, oh well.
Right, that's your fault. You should have researched.
And that's how he gets us. Because then, like you were saying, like people who kill over money, they only see the paper money for what it is. Not knowing that the people who really have money don't use money.
Right.
They don't.
John, what was it that you saw?
Gold. John Wick.
Yeah. Just like that. They don't use money.
They use gold.
Only the people who work 9 to 5s use cash.
Yes.
And coins. They don't use that.
They don't use that.
They use real money.
They use gold and trade stuff.
And trust funds. They just go back and forth with the trust and stuff. They ain't no money.
And they don't keep none of that in banks.
And they don't put it in their names.
It's hidden all the way somewhere.
It sure is. We was just talking about this. Mel, I know you like, oh my gosh, we're talking about this. Yeah. Girl, yes. All right. Let me see, where are we? Sing, O barren. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
y'all
54.
know. 54. Sing, O barren, you that did not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you that did not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married woman, says Yahuwah. Mm, 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 mm. Auntie Kim said, I told my eldest that we can't be going on story time no more because it's about to end. Right now. Story time is ending. I told my eldest that story time gotta stop because we passed the time.
Did you really just throw that on Kim? Kim was probably like, what?
She like, that's not my comment. That ain't my that ain't my comment.
Kim probably like, Kim who? I didn't do that.
She said, Kim said, wow. Wow.
Well, that was a good one. That was a good, like Kim, she totally just used you.
Well, listen, community minded, you know.
Hey, you and the fam, that's what happened.
Until they said, you wrong for that, Bonnie. But let me tell y'all what her real comment is for those that not in the chat. Kim said, I told my eldest brother that they charge us so much for taxes, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. You pay off your house and still don't own your land. Mm-hmm. Get behind on your property taxes and it's all gone.
Yeah. It's all gone.
Auntie Kim said, I'm done with you.
She just straight use you. You and the fam. That means you get used just like everybody else.
Listen, I figured that that
was a good one though. Yeah. No, that was original. I'm gonna give you your props on that one. That one was original because I know Kim was even like, "Is there some other Kim?" Oh yeah, and she knows you get in trouble for saying stuff like that. She's like,
I know the rules. We don't mention Cliff. We don't mention time on story time. And we don't mention the word Cliff on story time, okay? Because we must clip you. We gotta leave you hanging for more, okay? All right. Cousin James, he says, "Oh, now you know about commute."
You know what?
What's your number? I should call you. All right. I know a lot about community, Cousin James. All right.
James, the watermelon is gone. Okay, let it go. The yellow watermelon is gone.
Meaty, sweet watermelon. Okay. Now don't have us looking like the stereotype. Okay. But the watermelon was gone.
It's gone.
You had an opportunity. You missed it, sir. You missed it. That's your fault. Don't let us listen. You got us looking like the whole stereotype. All right, and it's okay because the watermelon serves great benefits. So listen, whether you're melanated or not, and you like watermelon,
they like watermelon. Don't try to.
You should. Okay, close your Bibles. Don't be trying to read ahead. That's another part of it. Don't be reading. Don't read ahead. All right. Listen. Thank y'all so much for tuning in Storytime. Auntie Kim, thank you so much for coming up with the clip. You are so good.
You are really good. That was really original.
Good. I give you the credit, okay? Thank you so much. And then y'all know we're going to see y'all tomorrow at the same time on Storytime. 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 Bye.
Shalom.
Shalom. Not the thrill is gone. What do you say, Dwayne? I said, listen, Dwayne. I just did the Storytime song. Okay. What you say? Not the thrill is gone, but the watermelon's gone.
Oh.
Is that a song that I'm
The thrill is gone is the song, yes.
Listen, I need you to type in for like 30
she
under.
Don't be getting
or,
it, you know.
Or how is it 40 up?
Some people your age have heard of the song.
The thrill is gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ow. Maybe they was playing that in Sassoon because I know they wasn't playing that in San Francisco.
No, it was a famous song. It didn't make it to the light. Bridge wasn't big enough.
Oh,
he played too much and I played too much well. We always say
bye. We still
listen. Say bye. Okay, you already in the camera.
You were still on camera. You got it.
But listen, y'all. So inside joke, we always
say bye.
I got a call to do. Somebody called me while I was doing story time.
Yeah, I know, baby.
Somebody called me like she got real business, y'all. Somebody called me while y'all was on story time. All right, y'all. We love y'all. I can't even tell y'all what I was going to tell you because it was like whoop out the head.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of joking. We do a lot of joking around here. All right. But love y'all so much. Keep us all in prayer, and as we keep y'all in prayer. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time. 605, 608. Y'all know traffic be trafficking, okay?
Bye.
Yep.
Oh,
Shalom.
girl, why you? Okay, bye.
Bye.
These kids.
I said bye.
I mean, listen, man.